It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for Season 11 of The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a filming location that's been confirmed for the series finale episode, Season 11, Episode 24, which actually hints at a big comic moment possibly coming to the TV adaptation in a slightly different version than how it was in the comics. So we're going to talk about whether we will see a statue like the one we saw with Rick Grimes in the comic book. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we jump into this, smash that like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right in. So this is one of the locations that will be one of the locations for a scene in the series finale episode. And as we can see, there's like pillars and it looks like an outdoor auditorium sort of thing. At another angle, we can see that other parts of this particular park have a fountain, and there's been a lot of rumors that this fountain is going to be an important focal point of one of the final episodes, possibly the finale episode. And there's been a lot of speculation that this might be where they're going to set up a statue like the one that they did for Rick Grimes in the final comic book issue, which is pretty awesome. I mean, the location that we just saw screams, in my opinion, that it's going to be a location where someone's going to give like a speech, and it's going to be a sort of scene where most of the important characters are going to be there to honor a character who has died, or something along those lines. Now, obviously, the other perspective is that instead of a statue, it'll be sort of like a war memorial where they're gonna have the names of people who have fallen or died in the fight with the Commonwealth. If they end up going that direction, then obviously it's not quite the same as the comic book, so it's gonna feel a lot different. But if they are gonna bring that Rick statue moment to the TV adaptation, this would most likely be the place for it, because it just feels like that sort of moment, you know what I mean? Other than that, like I talked about in another separate video, there was also a set location at a farm. So it looks like we're even gonna get that moment from the comic book, from the final issue of the comics. I already talked about that in a separate video, so I'm not gonna dive into it here, but it seems like they are gonna bring a lot of these important comic moments to the TV adaptation for the final issue. The big question is whether it's gonna be the exact same scene or whether they're gonna change it up. For example, the part that I talked about, it could be a war memorial instead of a statue for a character who has died like the comics. Similarly, the scene that they're going to be filming at the farm could be something slightly different than what they did in the comic book with Carl Grimes. Someone mentioned in one of the comments that it could possibly be a location where a big character dies, or it could be a location where they find a reference or hints about Rick Grimes being alive or something like that. And those are definitely also possibilities, but in my opinion, if they are going to give us these visually similar moments to the comics, then it just doesn't make a lot of sense for them to not do it more or less the same. Like, they could change it up slightly, but to completely change it, I feel like wouldn't be doing the comic justice. Like, if they're gonna do the moment, they better do the moment fully. If they're not gonna do it, they better not tease it. You know what I mean? So that's my thoughts and opinions on this. There's a strong possibility though that they are gonna be doing the farm thing the same way, but the statue thing, I feel, is gonna be changed up quite a lot. Like, the war memorial thing, in my opinion, is more of a possibility at this point than the statue thing. But I'm intrigued to see what they're gonna do. I'm excited to see what moments from the comics they're gonna bring to the TV adaptation and what they're gonna remix. And I hope that whatever they remix it right and it does the comic version justice. But I'm also interested to know your thoughts and opinions about this. What are your thoughts about these filming locations? Do you think that it does confirm that they're going to be doing something slightly similar to the comic version, or do you think they're going to do something different? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.